Hey guys, how are you doing? How's everyone doing? I hope you all are having a nice time. Hope you guys are just having a nice time. So we're going to be doing the same reading that we did for the previous signs, looking at the person on your mind, who they're showing up as with the archetype deck by Caroline Miss. Miss, Caroline Miss, I think it's Miss. Is that all in there? Maybe we'll do it there, it'll be a little bit better. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to be looking at what you can't stop thinking about, what you would do or what you would say if you got the perfect opportunity to confront this person. What if the perfect scenario didn't happen or doesn't occur? What will you do? Will you still attempt to make it happen? Would you still attempt to solve the problem or to fix something with this person? And then we're going to be looking at who they really are, not who you see them as, who you are before this connection materializes, so like the state that you're currently in, who they are after this interaction, and who you are after this interaction. And then if there's still time, I have this deck here that we'll be talking about. It's like just like advice cards. If there's time, we'll do that. But if there's not time, then we won't. But so your first card here is forgiveness, and it says, see the bigger picture, trust, and heal. So, yes, you have two. Creation, visions, messages, dissolve the veil, bliss, and dreams. Okay, interesting. We have two of those cards coming out. Let me move this deck because we're not even going to be using this one. All right, is that all in the frame? I don't like doing that. All right, I fixed it. So let's take a look and see what it is that we're going to be looking at today. So this is for Leo. I don't know if I said that. This is for the zodiac sign of Leo, or it could just be, you could have Leo anywhere in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Leo, or this could be somebody that you potentially did some fifth house matters with, right? So this is a pretty important house. Definitely a house that should be gaining a lot of attention because we're all kind of looking for and dealing with things that have to do with the fifth house, which is casual dating, casual relationships, gambling, anything to do with fun, right? Or anything that we kind of invest, or not necessarily invest, but something we give our energy and our love to because we enjoy that thing, right? So it's something that we give ourselves to because we like that thing. Okay, so your fifth house, if you're a Leo rising, your fifth house will be Sagittarius. So you usually probably have a pretty, let's just get into the energy. Okay, so in this person's mind, who are they envisioning when they're fantasizing, when they're thinking about, when they're dreaming about, or replaying this connection in their head? Because this has to do with your father. We have the father. So talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light with tribal unit. Shadow attribute is dictatorial control and abuse of authority. So there could be definitely something to do with, like, you could have like a father wound, or there's something that you're really working on with trying to forgive your father. Okay, so there could definitely be an issue with the father, or you're just having some sort of, you're trying to overcome or heal something that hurt you in the past in regards to your dad. Right? Maybe your dad wasn't there. Maybe your dad, there's something here with the father. So let's take a look and see what we need to know. I was going to use this deck here, but I was thinking it was going to be more like love-based, just because when I opened it, there was this like sun card, and I thought that this was really, spoke really loudly to like what Leo was like, but this is like a really sexual based deck, so I'm going to do a different deck, I think, just because, well, I don't think maybe you could call like your significant other, like you could be the kind of person that calls your significant other like daddy, but I think that when people say that, like they call their significant other daddy, I think it literally means because like they, like if you're like having like intercourse with someone, right, and you call them like quote unquote daddy, right, I think that means like literally like because sex is how you make babies. Like, it's like they're saying like, oh, we're having sex. Like, you could be you could be the father, right? You're like the father. I think that's what they mean by that. I could be wrong though. I think for like a majority of my life, I kind of thought of it the other way. Like, it was like kind of like weird, but then I started to understand it as I got older. So there could be something about that. Knight of Pentacles. You're seeing something through to the end. You're definitely willing to work on something. There's something here you're trying to protect. This could be your finances, but you have something that you're trying to make to the end of. All right. Now, what can you not stop thinking about? Now, there could have been like some unfavorable or some unfortunate circumstances that happened between you and your father in your life. That you're being asked to kind of like stop carrying the weight of, right? I don't know if you're carrying the weight of something that, an issue or something that you and your father had. I feel like this situation could have even been something that was very slow for you to heal. It's been taking you a while to like, to overcome this. I feel like, but you are really working really hard within yourself to overcome these burdens that, you know, I don't know if you were like seen as the person that needed to be, they're like asking you to carry the burdens, right? But no, like, you're not doing that anymore. You're taking the time out for yourself. And like, oh, interesting. You can see this father and this kid, they're sitting here and they're looking at the stars. And then you can see this woman here and she's like by herself. And she's got these butterflies on her back, which would represent transformation. And so like something transformed. We got the side boob hour with Peter Griffin. You could watch Family Guy with your dad or like something like that. Okay, so we have forgiveness. You could have your Jupiter in Leo. So forgiveness, right, is important. Maybe you're being asked to like give love to something or to like have compassion with something or to begin to like overcome something that maybe made you feel like you were being asked to hold the weight of, or you were being told that you had to carry someone else's burdens. And I don't really feel like you were willing to do that, right? You had to like put a boundary up, or you had to put something up to say like, no, I can't do that for you. I understand that you're my dad, or I understand that you're my father. I understand that you're, you know, like you treated me really good when we were growing up, right? You really did teach me to have a strong like set of morals, and that you told me constantly that I was enough, right? And so there's a part of me that deep down that knows that I'm enough, right? I do still like to be like reminded that I'm enough, and I do like when people tell me that I'm enough, but my parents were really good to me when I was growing up. There was this sort of time when things kind of changed, right? As I started to get older, where it's like I don't know, it's almost like I was like they were putting things that like a kid shouldn't have to do, right? Like there was unnecessary burdens and unnecessary weight or unnecessary things that I had to do in regards to like things that like a kid shouldn't have to do. Whether this is like maybe your parents could have gotten split up, and maybe you were kind of like the one that had to take on like the role of something that like the mom would do, right? Helping the other siblings or something like that. There could have been something about that kind of left you feeling like there was part of your childhood that was like taken from you, or like you just weren't able to express your childhood in the fullest capacity that you would have liked to have. And I feel like as you're getting older now and you're really starting to kind of like come face to face with all of the things in your childhood that might have felt like shortcomings, now you're like being face to face with it, and it's like you're here and you're growing, and like you want to heal because you want life to be easier, or you want life to be more, you just want life to be like a little bit more easy. And I feel like there's this weight that's like looming over you that has to do with your father, maybe not feeling accepted, or maybe not feeling like understood, that you're being asked right now to overcome, right? You shine very brightly, and you are very like, there's a part of you that's very sure of yourself, and there's a part of you that is you're very sure of yourself, right? You know that you're the best that anybody could ever have, right? And so you have strong people around you, but there is still like this sense of like, you know, wanting to make things right with your father, or wanting to, understand why he was possibly like abusing his authority over you, right? Why he felt like, even though you're over 18, right? Even though you're an adult, why he was still trying to like control you in some ways, what I'm getting. And I feel like you're just kind of like battling with that mentally and kind of like but you're really, really making an effort and making a conscious decision to get off of that spiraling thought and to drop the burdens and to like continue to work on forgiving not only him but yourself, just forgiving the world for things having turned out that way so that you can grow and overcome it. So if you got the perfect opportunity to communicate with this person, what would you do? If you got the perfect opportunity, I feel like the ball is kind of in your court, I'm not going to lie, so this can be interesting. Yeah, the Sun card came out. You could have kids or, right, I feel like you would be really happy, but things would have to be like the right time, right? It's not necessarily something you're super like fast to try and like mend or fix. I feel like you're definitely taking your time. You know, you have your own responsibilities to focus on, and while you might have even been able to take some of the lessons that you were able to see as a kid and how you would have preferred to have been taught or how you would have preferred to have been raised, and you're able to apply that to your children now. But I do feel as though there's a lot of happiness to come. I do feel like the days are going to be very bright for you. I feel like if you are a parent now, that you're a great parent, and hopefully you have a good husband, or you are a good husband and you're a good father as well. That you do your best to take care of your kids and you do your best to be supporting, and you definitely try to create positive atmospheres and, you know, be a good guide for your family unit. All right. So there could be something about even breaking generational curses or breaking like patterns of being like too dominant or being too dictatorial, right? It's like your softer side is kind of coming out. Right, that golden heart that you have, right? It is very golden, it is very special, but it's not necessarily always the easiest thing to get to, because a lot of times people don't understand you because people want to like talk shit, or like they think that like they try to like diminish you or belittle you because like, you know, you do shine so brightly, and so people almost like want to hate on you, or people like want to like underestimate you for some reason. But I feel like they have another thing coming, right? We have the Sun card coming out, which is your ruling planet in your reading, which trumps every single other card we have out here, which just talks about overall, like day by day, if you were be able to have this opportunity, even if it would be difficult in the moment to overcome, it would make you extremely happy to be able to reconnect with this person or with this aspect, possibly even of yourself, or, right, just being able to forgive and to see the bigger picture, right? And healing, right? Healing is really important for you. All right, so let's see what's the next question. So if that perfect opportunity didn't come up, if you didn't get an opportunity to, in the way that you see it, right? If say that there was like, if you were still hadn't like the opportunity wasn't on your time, right? So you had to communicate with this person on their time, or say you had to communicate with this person not necessarily under your own accord, but maybe this person came to you, right? So this is like the perfect scenario. So we think Leo's pretty fixed, so it's like they kind of want to be the leader of their own timeline. But let's just say that opportunity didn't happen. Maybe this person comes to you before you're necessarily ready. I want to know what would happen then if this person came to you. The Hermit in reverse. I think that you would tell them that you're not ready. I think that you would communicate with them and tell them that you weren't ready and that you still were going within and you're still working on kind of overcoming something. I think that you would I don't think you would have an issue putting that boundary in between the two of you, and so that you could really work on healing and overcoming this sort of father wound, or this, you know, issue that you're having with your dad, right? It could have even taken a little bit of time to like overcome it. There could have been some disrespect, or maybe you just felt like this person was not going within themselves to heal something. And so when they came to you, or they could have just like came to you with problems or like drama or bullshit or something, and it's like, it just like turned you off. Like it was just like, I don't know, like I have my own life. I have my own things I have to be doing. Like, I can't take care of you and my own life. Like, you have to still take care of yourself, right? Like, I'm your kid, not your mother. Like, what is happening? That's what I'm getting a little bit. Sorry if that was rude. I was trying my best to stay as nice as possible. But, you know, you could have, like, a dad that's going through some karma right now. There could just be some karma that, you know, he's working through, and that's fine. You know, we all kind of have to, like, carry our own weight. The slave card came out in reverse. I'm going to flip it back. All right, so let's see. Who are they really? So this father card that's asking for forgiveness, who are they really? Who is this father card? Who are they really? The Fool. Light attributes is fearlessly revealing emotion, endlessly helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Shadow attributes is using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. See, that would be a big fucking issue with me. If somebody was denying my emotional truth, or like making jokes, or like being really sarcastic about it, or maybe that's you, somebody was doing that, I feel like that was what the issue was. That's what caused the issue to begin with. It's like somebody wasn't being sensitive, or somebody wasn't being caring enough to hear out what it is that you were trying to say. They were just like being disrespectful, right? You just took it as disrespect, and it was just like, I don't even know, like, what's the point of even communicating with this person if they're not going to like take me seriously, if they're just going to laugh at me, right? This person could have even like at the time like made it seem like they were funny, but like underneath something really did hurt their feelings. And so this could have left you like, why is this person not talking to me? Why is this person not communicating with me? Like, I thought everything was okay. So that's important that you take your mask off and you're able to communicate and say, hey, that really hurt my feelings. I gotta go, right? Just let them know, right? Don't try and like mask your feelings of hurt, right? Or try and like go along with the joke when, bitch, it's not even funny, right? Okay, so let's see. That's who they are really. So who are you? Before this connection materializes, we have the Queen, which is pretty on point with the way I was feeling. So radiates regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others, right? Shadow attributes is becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. And I feel like that totally resonates with the whole entire vibe that I was getting as I was speaking to you. Just like, you know, you could have even been protecting someone else, right? I don't know if this person was like making fun of or teasing other people and you're like, yo, dude, like, that's not fucking cool. Like, I don't know if you're trying to be like cool by making fun of people, but I don't find that to be funny or cool at all. Like, I think it's annoying. I think it's immature. I think it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You wouldn't like it if somebody was talking to you like that. Like, what are you doing? It's like, it's giving me like, it's like, you're like, not necessarily shocked or flabbergasted, but it's just like, you're just like not having it, is what I'm getting in regards to this Fool father figure. All right, so let's see. Who are... So if this connection materializes, if this interaction occurs, if it manifests, who would they be after this this communication? We have the Knight, but it came out in reverse. And it says the light attributes is loyalty, romance, chivalry, and a love of honor. The shadow attributes is allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle and romantic delusions. This person can be like somebody that romanticizes things, like not necessarily like, I was really getting like a father figure, but like this could even be just like somebody that like has rose-colored glasses on in regards to all the relationships that they're in, or they just kind of like, they just like dive a little bit too deeply into them. They put too much meaning behind like the little things, and it can make it difficult to like be in a relationship or to even like communicate with this person. So who are you after this interaction? We have the Shapeshifter. It says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see potential in everything. The shadow attribute is projecting an image that serves your personal agenda at this moment. And then we have the King in reverse. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. And the shadow attribute is excessive feelings of entitlement and rulership without restraint. So, you know, either that could be your husband, your partner, Or that could literally just be you, like going from being the king and the queen in your own life, which can be kind of weird because the Father is coming out as the Father, the Knight, and the Fool, which is really interesting. But I definitely feel like the Father could be a Sagittarius. This Father could be a Virgo. This Father could be a Pisces. This Father could be really any of the mutable signs. I'm getting really strong mutable energy for the Father, and I'm getting more so fixed energy or the sign of Leo for you, right? So you could definitely have Jupiter in Leo. I'm seeing Jupiter in Leo, right? Forgiveness is what's being asked of you. You could also have some Virgo placement, strong Virgo energy. With it coming out in reverse, it could also be talking about Piscean energy. This could also be talking about the season that we're currently going through. How long was that? Oh, we're right at 20 minutes. Okay, so we have a little bit of time left. We can get, so hey, so what is the overall emotion in regards to this father energy as Leo is seeing them in their mind? We have service. All right, and then what about Leo? So before the interaction materializes, they're coming out as the queen. What is their overall emotion, or where are they at in regards to their energy body? We have ignorance. All right, and then what about this Father is really the Fool. What is their overall baseline when their mask is off? What is their baseline emotion that they're at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Transformation. I feel like you definitely are transforming something about this person. They're picking up pace, right? They're beginning to go faster. What about, so after this interaction, if it happens, Leo, you were coming out as the shapeshifter. Can you give me some information, please, about the baseline energy that Leo would be, their frequency that Leo would be operating at? We have flow. And what about the after effect of this father figure? We have concentration. And then what about the extra card that came out with King? We got serenity and radiance in reverse. So I think that is going to conclude the message. My dog is starting to snore. Hopefully that didn't bore you to death. Hopefully it made sense to you. For those of you that don't know, my name is Madeline. You can open the description box if you'd like any information about me or how you can book a personal reading with me. I'll usually put like a cool quote down there as well. So always remember to check the description box of the videos. And I thank you all so very much for being here. Can I get an affirmation, please, for the Leo, please, for the Queen? You are fucking limitless when you nurture your own damn needs. And what about an affirmation for the person that's on Leo's mind? It's okay to lose touch with the people you used to be. Right? So this person is definitely transforming. That's what I would say. Maybe send this reading to them. Share this reading with them if you feel like it would resonate or if you think it would help. And thank you so very, very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Share the video with your friends and family. And I will talk to you guys on the next video. We will be doing Virgo. Bye.